Have you ever wondered why some people seem to walk through life entirely on their own, not because they've been rejected, but because they've chosen that path? Why do certain souls prefer silence over small talk, depth over popularity, and authenticity over approval? In a world that glorifies social connections and equates friendship circles with happiness, it might sound unusual to say this, but those with few or no friends are often the most grounded, self-aware, and quietly powerful among us. Today we're exploring a perspective that challenges everything we think we know about loneliness. 5 profound personality traits that often define people who walk alone, and how these traits reveal something far deeper than meets the eye. Stay with me till the end because the 5th one might completely change the way you see solitude and personal growth. 1. Authenticity. When someone doesn't have many friends, people often assume something must be wrong, that they're shy, awkward, or hard to relate to. But more often than not, it's the opposite. People with few friends are usually those who have made an unshakable decision to be real. They refuse to wear masks just to fit in. They choose truth over approval. Think about it. How many people do you know who truly dare to be authentic? Most bend themselves to please, to belong, to be liked. But those who stand alone do so because they have learned that being true to themselves is far more fulfilling than pretending to belong. Their solitude isn't a sign of isolation. It's a side effect of integrity. And in a world obsessed with appearances, that's a quiet form of courage. 2. Independence. When you stop seeking validation from others, you start discovering your own strength. People who walk alone often build a deep emotional and spiritual independence. They don't need constant company to feel complete. They've learned to be their own support system. Many struggle to spend even a single evening alone. But for the independent soul, solitude feels like home. They make their own decisions, find peace within their own thoughts, and move through life with quiet confidence. This isn't rejection of others, it's mastery of the self. It's the rare kind of freedom that comes when you no longer need external approval to feel whole. 3. Selectivity. Once you no longer depend on others to define your worth, you become more discerning about who you allow into your space. People with few friends are not antisocial, they're selective. They value quality over quantity, they crave depth over drama. While many stay in shallow or even toxic relationships just to avoid being alone, selective people know that solitude is far better than false company. Every connection they keep is meaningful, built on trust, respect, and truth. They don't let everyone in, but those who are in matter deeply. 4. Introspection. This might be their greatest strength of all. Those who spend time alone develop the rare habit of looking inward. In a world addicted to noise and distraction, introspective people learn to listen to their own minds. They explore their fears, their desires, their patterns, not to judge themselves, but to grow. They've discovered a quiet inner library that most people never visit. That kind of self-awareness brings wisdom. It breeds emotional intelligence and empathy. It helps them see that solitude isn't emptiness, it's the space where self-discovery begins. 5. Growth. And now, the most powerful trait of all, growth. Few realize that solitude, when embraced consciously, becomes the ultimate teacher. Those who walk alone evolve faster because they face themselves without distraction. Challenges turn into lessons. Silence turns into guidance. And over time, solitude becomes transformation. While others chase approval, they chase understanding. While others seek company, they seek consciousness. In the stillness, they meet their truest self, raw, real, and awake. They realize that solitude isn't something to escape, but something sacred, a mirror that shows who you've always been beneath the noise. So if you've ever felt like an outsider, if your circle is small, or your path feels lonely, remember this: you're not missing out. You're evolving. You've chosen authenticity over popularity, depth over distraction, independence over dependence. You've turned loneliness into strength, and reflection into wisdom. In a world that fears silence, you've discovered that sometimes the most profound connection you can ever make is